Very good afternoon. This is Dr. Ejaz Ahmed Raz. I am an assistant professor at the Faculty of Zoological Sciences, Rama University. So today I am going to discuss the law of patent under intellectual property rights. So here we will discuss one by one the meaning and concept of patent, then the statutory definition of the term patent, which is provided under section 2M of Indian Patent Act 1970. Then we will go to the process of granting of patent, how the patent is granted, who grants the patent, and then we will go to the historical evaluation of patent in India, starting from the pre-independent area to after independence up to the enactment of Indian Patent Act 1970, and then we will discuss the nature of patent. Those are statutory, it is a statutory right, right to exclude others, negative right, and right in rem. Now let us first start the discussion with the meaning and concept of the term patent. The term patent comes from the Latin word pater. Pater means open. The opposite of the term patent is latent. Latent means hidden. Thus, from the very term itself, the meaning of patent comes out. Means whenever a person invents something and he keeps that open for the public, then a monopoly right patent is given to him, and he exercises that monopoly right excluding others for a period of 20 years, for which term he has been given protection under the Patents Act 1970. So the concept had started much earlier during the period of 60s, it's 1600 around, when the monarchs used to give letters patenti to the exporters for exporting some valuables from outside the country. The exporters, the importers used to import anything, and if that is being imported from some outside countries, he was given a monopoly right to trade over those imported goods for trading within the territory. In this way, the letters patent were used to be given to the importers under the seal of the monarch. But with the change of time, the giving of patent has been changed drastically. Earlier, it was given to any person who is importing some item, some valuable good from outside the state. But now the concept has been changed, and now it is given to a person who invents something, giving his effort, energy, his mind, his labor, and his work has been given recognition with the giving of the patent right. With the giving of the patent right, he can exercise his patent right for a term of 20 years from the date of filing of application. So here there is a very important point to note, that the term of protection for patent starts from the day of filing of application. It does not start from the day of the granting of patent. This is an important difference in case of patent with the other intellectual property rights. There is another important difference with other intellectual property rights, that like in copyright, the protection comes automatically to a work of some author or singer, etc. But in case of patent, the right does not come automatically. It comes only after the process of registration, only after someone applies for registration of patent or granting of patent. Now let us see the statutory definition of the term patent. The statutory definition of the term patent is provided under section 2M of 1970. In this subsection, it is provided that a patent is for which a protection is provided under the Indian Patent Act. So, the definition of patent is not elaborative enough to understand the term patent. It is just indicative, as well as we have to infer from the statute itself. From the definition of the term patent, we can find certain characteristics of a patent right. Those characteristics are: first, it is a statutory right. Statutory right means patent is a right which is neither a fundamental right nor it is a right by the inception. It is a statutory right. One gets that right only after claiming for protection for an invention under the Patents Act 1970. Then it is a right to exclude others. So, patent is a right to exclude others from commercially exploiting the invention for which the patent protection is sought. Another is, it is a negative right. It is a negative right means patent in Patent Act, it is nowhere provided that it provides an exclusive right to exploit the invention for which the protection is sought. Rather, it provides that you can exclude others. If the monopoly right, if the patent right is provided to you, then you can exclude others from exploiting that patent right for which you are given the patent right. So, it is a kind of right in rem. There are two kinds of rights, as you know well, that is right in persona and right in rem. So, right in persona means if you are having a right against any single person, then it is right in persona. If you are having a right against the whole world, that is right in rem. Now, let us see the grant of patent. Who does grant the patent? It is the Indian Patent Office who does grant the patent. And what are the, now let us see what is the historical evolution of patent in India. If we see the historical evolution of patent in India, the patent law in India was of British origin. Before independence, it was the Indian Patents and Design Act 1911, which was there to control the domain of patents. But after independence, it was the Indian Patents Act 1970, which was enacted to cover the act of patent. Now, we will discuss the kinds of patent and the essentials for obtaining patent. Now, let us see what are the kinds of patent. Though in the whole statute it has not provided that these are the kinds of patent, but we can infer from the statute that these three kinds of patent can be there. The first is the product patent, the second is process patent, and third is product by process patent. So, but in general, it is always said that there are only two kinds of patent, they are product patent and process patent. But I will suggest you that there is another kind of patent, that is product by process patent. What is product patent? So, if we invent a very new product and we seek patent right on that finished product, then it will be a product patent. Suppose if we invent a machine if we invent a machine for something, then that will be a product patent, right? Again, if we go to process patent, suppose there is a medicine and in the manufacturing process of that medicine we have cut short the process into short process through a new process. If the process is invented for a product, then we can seek protection of patent for that particular process. Thus, the process for a making of a medicine or a drug, we can seek protection of patent for that, and that will be called a process patent. Product by process patent is another kind of patent, though you will not find it in all the textbooks. It is a kind of patent where both the product and the process of a thing gets protection of patent. If we suppose if we invent a product and the process of the same is also new and that also requires protection, then the same both will be given protection, and that will be called product by process patent. Now let us see the essentials for obtaining patent. It is one of the most important aspect of patent because there are certain requirements for granting of obtaining of patent, and those requirements can be divided into two grounds, that is substantive requirement and procedural requirement. Now we will start with the substantive requirement of patents. The procedural requirement of patent will include the process, the forms to be filed with, the specifications to be provided with, the provision for provisional specification, the provision for complete specification, etc. So let us start with point number 1. What is the essential? That is, it must not be excluded as non-patentable. Section 3 and 4 of Indian Patent Act 1970 provides that these kinds of things are not patentable. So Indian Patent Act 1970 does not provide anywhere that these are the things for which the protection will be given. Rather, it is a negative list in which list it is provided that these things are not patentable. It is a lengthy list and we can go through the list in the Bayer Act. However, there is one positive definition within 3, that is microorganisms. In case of microorganisms, we can get the microorganism patented under the Patents Act 1970. So the second essential is it must be a new product or process. It can be said as novelty. The concept of novelty means new. The product, the invention for which we are seeking patent must be a new one. It should not be anything known to any person having knowledge in that field. It is required so because a person from other field may not be knowing an already existing invention in a particular field. So the invention must be something new to a person having knowledge in that particular field. Second, the inventive step or non-obviousness. Non-obviousness means it should not be some mixture of already existing inventions. Like if we admixture to invention and result into something new, though it seems to be new, however, it cannot claim patent protection. As for example, we can use the engine of a generator to run a cart, but that is done by adjoining the machine of generator with that cart, but that is not an invention in real sense, and that will not be given protection under Indian Patents Act 1970. The fourth essential is it must have industrial application. It is one of the important essentials of patent. It is the one of the important essential to get the patent protection, because if we invent something and that is not capable of used in industry, then that will not get patent protection. Likewise, if we invent a machine, like if we invent a car, the consumption of which is too higher, which cannot be claimed for patent protection, because that will not get the market. Again, if we invent a machine for which already there are other products, other inventions, but that product is not giving any relief to the already existing mechanism, then that is also not eligible to get the patent protection. These are the substantive requirement of patents. So friends, we have covered up to the substantive requirements for obtaining patent today, and we will be discussing the procedural requirements for patent, for which we will have to go through the exact provisions of the Bayer Acts, the requirements, how to file a patent, when to file a patent, what is the time period for filing a patent, and from when the patent protection will start, and after getting the protection, what rights are available to the patent owner, how he can assign his rights, that we will discuss later. Thank you.